Hello, everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you.
Oh my god!
Hey guys, how's it going? I know it's been a long time since I've made a video. That last one was for a biology project for college, and it did a lot better than I expected. I wasn't really expecting it to do anything, but I got a bunch of new subscribers, so that's pretty cool. And in the comments, one of you beautiful viewers asked me to do a video about amphibians. And amphibians is a huge topic, so I decided to make a video about one amphibian, one type of amphibian, the axolotl. The axolotl is a fascinating little creature, a type of salamander that never really grows up. They do not go through metamorphosis and stay as their juvenile sort of forms. Axolotls are closely related to the tiger salamander, but unlike most amphibians, like I said, they don't go through the process of metamorphosis, but they can be forced to go through this process. Let's interrupt the video here. I just wanted to share this very interesting axolotl that I found while looking for assets for this video. This is an axolotl chimera, which is when two eggs fuse together and one side of the axolotl is from one egg and the other is from the other. This coloring only happens by an accidental fusing of eggs. The color is split directly down the middle of the axolotl, making it look like two axolotls stitched together. There is very low survival rate for this type of coloring because the sides usually grow at different rates. This type of coloring is the same as the mosaic, but the coloring just split differently. Sadly, axolotls are endangered, mainly because of habitat destruction and pollution. Fun fact, they were even added to Minecraft in June 2021 as part of the game's ongoing effort to raise awareness about endangered species. Axolotls have some pretty unique traits. They have tiny vestigial teeth left over from a common ancestor that only fully develop if they go through metamorphosis. There are four common color types: leucistic, xanthic, albino, and melanoid. Leucistic are pale pink with black eyes. Xanthic are gray with black eyes. Albino are pale pink or white with red eyes. Interestingly, albinism is more common in axolotls than in many other species. Melanoid is all black or dark blue with no gold speckling. Axolotls don't have any eyelids and they have external gill stalks called rami. They can slightly change their coloration by adjusting their pigment cells, though it's very limited. Axolotls are native to freshwater lakes in Mexico. Specifically Lake, I don't know how to pronounce that. How do we pronounce that? Xochimilco.
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 Axolotls are native to freshwater lakes in Mexico, specifically Lake Xochimilco and the now drained Lake Chalco. Today, only Lake Xochimilco remains, and it's much smaller, made up of canals, small lakes, and wetlands. Axolotls have a massive genome, about 10 times the size of a human genome, mostly because of repetitive DNA sequences. They are neotenic, meaning they keep juvenile traits like gills and an aquatic lifestyle their whole lives. They can go through metamorphosis if given enough iodine, either through diet or even cannibalism. This trait likely evolved as a survival method in environments with scarce food. Axolotls can regrow entire limbs, repair parts of their nervous system, fix heart tissue, and even replace parts of their brain. This ability makes them a major focus for scientific research. Unfortunately, like I said, axolotls are endangered. Four of the major threats include habitat destruction, water pollution, invasive species, and lack of genetic diversity. In the case of habitat destruction, expansion of Mexico City has wiped out much of their native water systems. For water pollution, runoff from farms brings fertilizers and pesticides into their habitat, harming embryos and young. Invasive species eat axolotl eggs and babies and compete for the food that the axolotls eat. Axolotls respond by being less active, which hurts their ability to eat and reproduce. And small populations lead to inbreeding and reduced survival traits. This leads to lack of genetic diversity, such that captive populations sometimes have tiger salamander genes from past hybridization. Overall, axolotls are at serious risk of extinction. Their habitat is shrinking, their remaining water is polluted, and their population is too small to stay genetically healthy. Without intervention, these forever young salamanders could disappear from the wild entirely. Goodness gracious, this has been such a dark video. If you want to help out the axolotls in Mexico, I'm going to leave a link to a non-profit project called Adopt a Axolotl by the Universidad Nacional Autónoma de Mexico. If you'd like to donate to their project in researching axolotls and protecting their habitat, feel free to.